What we are providing to the players, it's an experience.
The fire burns within me.
So without sound, the experience would be incomplete.
It was very much emotional for me.
Hi, this is Stabak. I'm the music composer and sound designer of Studio Sirah, and today we are going to talk about the music and sound of Kurukshetra Ascension. So my music journey started from my school days, and I used to be a guitarist then, and I had a band in my school. From then only, actually, my composing journey started. I used to compose songs with my friends, and I think it was 2016. A YouTube video popped up on my screen. It was Ghost of Tsushima's trailer, and it blew my mind. Like, the kind of sound design, the kind of music, what I was experiencing was like crazy. So Ghost of Tsushima actually inspired me to get into game sound design. After this, like, I was going through LinkedIn and like looking for some, game sound designing jobs and everything. So I found out Studio Sirah was looking for a sound designer. So I applied and I got selected, and here I am. When we talk about the importance of sound, I would like to highlight something here, is that what we are providing to the players, it is experience. It is not only the graphics or VFX, it's an experience, overall experience. So without sound, the experience would be incomplete. So you will need sound, because when we are in real life, we hear every sound. Our ears are always on, like with our visual, with our eyes open, our ears are also listening to all the minute details and sounds. So that's why sound is very important in video games. So since Kurukshetra Ascension is based on Ramayana and Mahabharata and other epics of India, it pushed me to use more of Indian instruments like sarod, and I have used almost all the Indian instruments which we have, like pakhwaj, mridangam, sitar, and many other instruments. So for music production, I use Logic Pro, and for mixing also I use Logic Pro, and for implementing the sounds and music, we use Fmod, and sometime directly to Unity also. When I found out that Kurukshetra Ascension would be also be available in Android and iOS devices, my challenge was that how I can how the sound would come out from these tiny speakers. So I had to choose a favorable frequency for the entire game, so that it would sound good in the headphones and also on the mobile speakers. What we often see in like similar theme-based games, that for the background music, they use orchestral stuff, mostly orchestral compositions. But the route I took for Kurukshetra Ascension is a little bit different. All my compositions are based on Indian classical ragas, and I put hints of orchestral, Western orchestral stuff in that, or maybe sometime I use dubstep and electronic stuff. You know what? Let me show you the process. Welcome to my studio, and this is the place where all the magic happens. So this one is a sitar drone sound. So this is one of the UI sounds which I've used for buttons, and this is called Manjira. So this is a sound of a Bengali dhol. So the Bengali dhol is played with sticks actually. I will show you how I have created this sound. So this is the Bengali dhol. Like this. Okay, so this sound is a sarod strokes, string strokes. This has been used for the button sounds as well.
There's a Tanpura drone. Okay, so I have used some flute melodies also.
So this instrument is sarod. So in Kurukshetra Ascension's BGM and many of the season BGM actually contains this instrument's melody. And I have also used this instruments like this strokes and all, the strokes for some UI elements, and this is my go-to instrument for when I design UI sounds, the BGMs, and yes.
So this cinematic, this is Karna Launch Cinematic. This is one of the best cinematic trailers of Studio Sirah. So I will walk you through the trailer.
Cast aside at birth, abandoned by my own mother.
Okay, so the cinematic starts with a burning sound, some crackling of.
Cast.
Okay, the first thing which I've used is the cellos, a crackling bow, something like this. And then the bass kicks in. So this is a synth bass which I've used. Then to give it a Indian feel, I've used the sitar. It's not actually the Indian raga, but it is inspired from an Indian raga. So altogether, the crackling strings, the bowed strings, the synth bass, and the Indian sitar, it sounds like this. And then
I am Surya Putra Karna. A fire burns within me.
so making this music for this cinematic, it was very much emotional for me, because in this cinematic, the character Karna, we are featuring Karna. So his personality, his life, it has some angst. From my very childhood, I was into rock music, and rock music is, from my perspective actually, is all about angst. So I connected the dots actually, and this came up. If you hear the end portion, end part, where the distortion kicks in, and I play the solo part, and how it ends, you'll understand this.
Okay, so I'm nobody to give any advice or something, but what I follow, I can share that. Explore sounds and music and musical instrument as much as you can. So this exploration of new sound and new instruments has led me to curate all these instruments. So if you liked our musical journey today, please subscribe and leave a comment and keep playing Kurukshetra Ascension.